Hey to YouTube, this is Chris Bogart with a video of a card discussion, basically on the two new DT cards that are really the expensive ones right now. They're Dual Terminal Ultras, and we're just gonna get into the card discussion with them. First one here we have is Daigusto Emeral. It is a, I'm gonna read this effect off. First look off how sexy that is. Oh, that's so hot. But let's take a closer look on the artwork itself. The artwork is kick-ass. I love the design of Daigusto Emeral. It looks cool. But yeah, into his effect, it's a generic rock exceed effect, rank 4, wind type, 2 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, you can attach one exceed material from this card to activate one of these effects. Effect number 1, target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all targets in the deck, then draw 1 card. And effect number 2 is target 1 non-effective monster in your graveyard and special summon the target. So essentially, what Daigusto Emeral does is, sorry, I had to take it off screen for a second. But essentially what Daigusto Emeral is it's a mini Pot of Avarice for a lot of decks. It's a generic exceed. I forgot to name its stats. It has 1800 attack and 300 defense, which is pretty small compared to the other rank 4s out there, but still an itch 95. Poking at shit and stuff. Anyways, anyway, I don't even know why I did that, but it's generically, it's splashable and everything. It's a level 4 generic exceed that Avarice is. Its second effect, though, only benefits only one thing in the top of my head. Target 1 non-effect monster in your graveyard, summon that target. 2 things, actually, off the top of my head. The first one of them being Dino Rabbits. I feel it can do a lot for Dino Rabbits because let's just say you grab a Sabersaurus with it, and then you could normal summon, or reborn, or special summon with Call the Haunted somehow. Another thing, you can make Loggear Dolka. So let's say you have a Call the Haunted set or Reborn in hand, and a Rabbit. Summon a Rabbit, banish to get 2 Sabersaurus, or Kabazools. Exceed them into Emeral. Emeral activate, detach a monster, and grab a normal, which could be Kabazools. Well, it can't be the... Imagine you have a vanilla already engraved. Then you special summon it. Then you reborn and call another dinosaur, and you make a Logia. So instead of that Rabbit starting with only a Logia, you have an 1800 beater, Daigusto Emeral, and a Logia. Plus, next turn, if this survives, you can Avarice stuff again. Or special summon another vanilla. My thoughts on Daigusto Emeral, it's splashable, it's really good. The fact that it's mini Avarice can help out so many decks, explosive decks especially. It's really good. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on Daigusto Emeral. The next card we have to review is Lavalval Chain. The other DT Ultra that you want to pull. Artwork on this guy, pretty kick-ass. He's like a dragon. He's a sea serpent that's on fire. How could that not look good? But yeah, I still think the DT effect, new one, is kick-ass. It's just brrr. But like I said, the stats, it's a fire, 1800, 1000 defense, so it has more defense, but that shouldn't really matter too much. It's a Sea Serpent exceed, level rank 4 generic exceed, so it pars up with the same as Daigusto Emeral, and it has the same type of effect essentially. It has 2 effects that you choose from. 2 level 4 monsters. Once returned, you can attach 1 exceed material from this card to activate one of these effects. First effect is send 1 card from your deck to the graveyard. Second effect, choose 1 monster from deck and place it on top of your deck. Alright, so let's throw this in the middle of the screen. Refocus. What do I think about the card? I think it's almost as splashable as Daigusto Emeral. They're both really splashable. Why? This thing just top decks monsters, which make the difference, do crazy stuff. Excuse the dirty ass sleeves. It's just, whatever. But well, the first effect is send 1 card from deck to the graveyard. It's a foolish barrel. For a lot of decks, such as Lavalval's, which is pretty much built for, it's really good. It could dump Gemknight Fusion, you could banish a Gemknight, add to your hand, you could foolish burial a wolf, you could get rid of Plague Spreader, it's good with zombies. It's a good way to foolish. And also, the ability to top deck any monster in your deck, that's awesome. Lavalval Chain, I feel, can have more abuse than Daigusto Emeral, because Emeral is just an Avarice, it's generic, but Lavalval Chain is specific and can be abused a lot easier. Just foolishing or top decking stuff. There's already loops where you freaking go Harakathy by Lavalval chain top decking. You make 3 Lavalval chain, top deck all your gods with offering or something, and yeah, it was offering gadgets, and you go Harakathy OTK, and that's crazy. So, alright, into the last part of the review, my comparison between the two. Alright, so my thoughts on the two, they're both equally priced for a reason. They're both really good. But I want to say Daigusto Emeral is more splashable, but Lavalval chain could be easily more abused. Which one would I rather play? If I had one spot in my extra deck that would fill one of these two, what would I choose? I would choose Daigusto Emeral just because it can be Avarice, which is really good. But it's really close. I try to fit them both in all the rank 4 decks I have now, since I have them for one, and just because they could be so abused in both ways. Daigusto Emeral would be awesome late game to Avarice and shuffle in and draw, and Chain can get set up pretty easily just itself by top decking monsters or foolishing. So they're both really good in their own sense. There's a reason they're 40 to 50 each right now, and they're probably going to stay that. Well, the DTs are going to probably stay that high. They're both really splashable. I love them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my card review on Lavalval Chain and Daigusto Emeral. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Encourage, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, YouTube.